Improve your flexibility, mobility, and strength with this 15-minute functional flexibility workout. This routine is suitable for those who are looking for a slightly gentler version of the normal routine that we work through, and for those who are new to this practice. So when you're ready, come on down to the mat. Let's get started with the warm-up. Come to seated, and we're going to roll down through the spine. Take your time, gently releasing all the way through the spine, and then extend the arms out to your side. Draw the feet in, and we're going to gently sweep side to side, opening up through the torso, through the hips and the neck, switching from one side to the other, inhaling and exhaling. Take a couple of rounds here, just finding some release into that lower back. And if you want to make this a little bit more interesting, you can twist through the arms, so switching the hands over side to side as well. Just demonstrating that here for you. So you're alternating the hands and alternating the knees and legs. Deep breaths in and exhale it out. And then from here, we will come to center. Take a nice deep breath in and then take your arms into this cactus position. You're going to extend the arms all the way behind. Now the aim here is to try and keep the elbows and the back of the hands as close to the mat as you possibly can, all the way behind you. If you find that you're lifting the elbows up or are struggling to keep the backs of the hands to the floor, you may have some restriction in shoulder mobility here. So this is a great exercise you can do on the floor or up against a wall. Work with your breath to allow the release of the shoulder. So you're exhaling as you go up and inhaling as you come down. Release the hands down to the floor, bring the feet back underneath the knees, and we're going to drive the hips up into this bridge. Coming up into the shoulders, gently release all the way back down, and then exhale, drive it up. So starting to mobilize through the hips here, driving the hips up, engaging the core, and exhaling down. This time I'll add the arms in, drawing the arms up and over. Inhale as you rise up, bring the arms above you, and exhale, release all the way back down. Deep breath in, and exhale, release. Inhaling, and exhaling. From here, we're going to ground up into our bridge and then take a twist into one side and then coming up and over into the other side. So we're opening up into the shoulders now. So you should be rolling through the tops of your shoulders, not the back of your neck. So moving up and over to one side, you really need to engage the core, give that bottom a good squeeze and release. Grab hold of the knees. Take a nice deep breath in and let's circle the knees out. Just opening the knees out to the side and bringing it back in again. Inhaling and exhaling. Deep breaths in. Exhale it out. 4 more rounds here. And then from here, we're going to be rocking the body up. So take a nice deep breath in, rock up and release. Rock up and release. And then last time, now as we rock up, we're going to a seated position this time. Take the feet about mat width apart, sweep the knees to one side, and then sweep the knees to the other. So you're rotating the body, rotating the legs, and really finding some movement through the spine, through the hips, the knees, the ankles, and the toes. Good. Nice deep breaths in, and exhaling, releasing all the way to the other side. One more here. Inhale, back to center, cross the legs, and then from here, we're going to release the body up and down. So you're taking the hands to the outside of the knees and then inhale to rise and exhale, release. See if you can ripple up through the spine rather than just up and down. Inhale, rise up, and then exhale all the way down. Deep breath in, and then take the legs and switch them over, release them in the other direction. Taking a nice deep breath in, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, rise. Exhale all the way down. So really finding that space in the hips now. Inhaling and exhaling. Deep breath in, exhale, release. And this time, inhale, rise, and we're going to unravel. Take the left leg behind you, right foot is in front of you, and release forward. Inhale, rise, and then exhale, release forward. So it's modified pigeon here. So we're just drawing the body forward and then inhaling and rising back up. You could also make this a little deeper by taking the leg all the way behind you. Switch sides. Same thing again, taking this modified pigeon and then inhale, rise. Exhaling, inhaling, and exhale. It's really important to work with this breath because this is going to really help you to release deeper into the stretches as we move through and then rise it up. Now, this time we're going to switch it round, come down, and then come straight back up, switch round. So we're going to just do switches here, coming from one side and then into the other. All the way through and release. All the way through and release. Try and make this as smooth as possible. Switching through. Deep breaths in and out. Well done. And from here, we'll then look to extend the leg out and across. So you're going to extend the leg in front, reach it back, and then reach down. Extend in front and reach back and down. So staying on one side here, reaching forward and reach back down, reaching forward and reach back down. Now you'll see how I'm using my hands on the mat. This is just to make it a little bit more gentle. As I said in this practice today, we're really just trying to very gently open up the body. It's not quite as intense as some of the flexibility flows that we have done. So nice deep breaths in, reaching that leg out in front and exhale. Inhale. And then from here, let's ground down and you're going to come into our tabletop position. So from here, roll the shoulders back and then open up into a cat. Now we're going to exhale and we're going to draw ourselves up into cow and back into cat. And we're going to start to move into more of a ripple. So as you ripple back, you send the bum back, roll the back up into cat, and then you're going to ripple back up into cow. So ripple it back. So you're sort of sending that bottom back, rolling up into cat, and then sending the bum back and drawing the chest forward into cow. Exhale, inhale, draw it up, exhale. And then from here, take a nice deep breath in and start to barrel roll through the body. So we're opening up into the ribs and the spine and the hips and the shoulders. So you're barrel rolling in one direction and then we'll barrel roll in the opposite direction. So shifting the hips up and over, shifting the ribs across. So really try and work with the body. Try not to be too stiff through this movement. Really try and work with the flow of the body. From here, we're sending the bum back and then we're going to bring the body in this 3/4 planche and send the bum back. So you're going to inhale, move the body just over the wrists and then send it back. If that's a little bit too much for you, just come up back into your tabletop. Exhale, send it back. Inhale, draw it forward. So just learning to really put that weight into the wrist and just moving across the wrists here. From here, take a nice deep breath in, just holding onto that modified planche, inhaling. And now as you exhale, release the bum back, coming into this modified child's pose, tuck the toes in and wiggle out the backs of those legs in that down dog position. So let's just start to really release the tightness in those hamstrings, calves, those ankles and toes. Bend into the knees and then drive the bottom up. You should have these knees just hovering above the mat here. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, exhale. Inhaling, exhale. And then grounding down, we're coming into the knees and drive it all the way back up and push your body forward into this hovered tabletop position. So staying here in this hover, I want you to work through opening and closing the shoulders. So working this protraction and retraction of the shoulder blades, keeping the arms long and strong, the knees hovering, core is tight here. So really engage the core here. Inhale and open the shoulders, exhale, sinking in between. And then from here into the elbows, little pulses just in the elbows. So really working on the forearm strength here. Really pulsing in and out through the elbows and then release the knees and then take your right arm back and your left arm back. opening up into the quads, into the chest, the shoulders, and the backs of the feet. If you can rise up through the knees, opening up the roof of the foot. Come up into a kneeling position. Arms are straight and we're going to lean back. So engaging the quads now, engaging the core and drive back up. Send the body back, leaning back, engage those quads and drive up. You've really got to keep that core super, super strong. Imagine you're like a little plank and you're moving forwards and backwards here. From here, nice deep breath in, open, exhale, come back to kneeling, and then reach the right arm back towards your back heel and left arm up to the sky, opening up the back now. Now, if that's a little bit too much, we're just going to switch sides here. You can always tuck the toes underneath you, or if you've got a little block, you could use your block, or if you don't have that, just place your hands onto your lower back. Let's do this with the toes tucked under. So we're going to take right arm back, grabbing hold of the heel and lifting that left arm overhead, opening up the back, and then we'll switch sides. So take the left arm back and then right arm up high to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, release. Take that right arm back again, reach up to the sky, inhale, and then exhale. Last time, coming over to the opposite side, reaching all the way back, inhaling, and then exhale. Ground the hands down to the floor, coming back into that tabletop, arching the back if you want to just open up that back there, pressing away through the shoulders and coming to neutral spine, and then sinking the body down to the floor. So onto your tummy, we're going to roll the shoulders back, coming into a cobra, opening up the back here, inhaling, and then sink into your hips side to side. So you're looking over the shoulder and just gently twisting through the back, through the core, into the hips. And then exhale, send the bum back, tuck the toes in and drive the body forward, coming back down to the tummy. Palms are pressed alongside the chest. Take a nice deep breath in, send the bum back, tuck the toes in again, and this time drive forward, coming into plank. Send the bum back, drive forward into plank, sending the bum back and driving the body forward into that plank. All the way back, press it out, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, drive it forward, and then exhale, let's release. Come back into that down dog. Take your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Reach the right arm up to the sky and then reach under the left arm, finding a twist here. Inhale, rise. Exhale, reach under. Inhale, rise. Reach the arm up high to the sky. Exhale, under. See how far you can rotate through this torso. Inhaling and exhaling. Ground the hand down. Bend into the knees, step the left foot to the outside of the left hand and repeat on the opposite side. Inhale, rise. Exhale, reach under. Inhale, open. Exhale, under. So really opening up through the whole torso. Exhale. Inhale. And then ground the hand down, step back. And then this time taking the feet to the outside of the hands. Start moving side to side. And just starting to really open up into those hips, into those knees, ankles and toes. Now from here, I'm going to show you the modified version of drawing the knee in towards your midline. So hands in front, sinking the knee down, and then switching sides. Now if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more here, you can take the hands away. So working on your balance. So taking your hands in front like this, and just moving side to side. So whichever option you want to work with, just listen to your body and find what feels right for you. From here, ground the hands back down, send the bottom up to the sky and release the head down. Walk the feet together, bend into the knees and then reach the arms up high to the sky and then sweep the arms down. So now just coming into a nice full body stretch all the way down. Inhale, rise, exhale, release, inhale, rise. And exhale, release. Let's do this a couple more times. Really find some warmth in that body now. The body should be feeling pretty well mobilized, hopefully for you guys today. Inhale And exhale. Take the legs out to the width of your mat, and we're just going to start to sink the hips back to one side and then over to the other side. The aim here, trying to keep your back up nice and tall and sending the bum behind you and bringing the knee out to the side. So knees are tracking towards your toes, inhaling and exhaling, opening those inner thighs. Nice deep breath in, turn yourself to face up to the top of your mat now, grounding down, take the hands inside of that foot, wiggling that left foot to the outside of your mat and start to circle out into the hips. So shifting forwards and back through the back toes, and then from here we're going to start to circle out that hip, so shifting the hip all the way around into a little clockwise direction, inhaling and exhaling. And then we'll do the same on the other side. So bending into that knee, step back and switch sides. Same thing again. So this time we'll circle out for this. So we're going to take some little circles here, and then we're going to shift forwards and back. Find what feels good here, just releasing any remaining tension in those hips. Inhaling and exhaling. Great work. And from here, take a nice deep breath in, step that foot back, and let's walk the feet all the way to the top of the mat. Grab hold of the elbows, release the head, and just release any remaining tension in his body, just shaking the body side to side. Guys, I hope you've really enjoyed this practice today. A little bit more of a gentler version to my normal functional flexibility, but I really hope you've enjoyed it. Maybe it's been the sort of practice you really needed today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Take a nice deep breath in, sweep the arms up high to the sky, and then just place the hands behind your back and sweep them up again, switching sides. Inhale, rise, and exhale. Inhale, reach those arms up high, and then exhale. So you're sort of switching the arms over and above each other. Okay, so really finding a little bit of movement into the shoulders here. Releasing any remaining tension across the chest, the ribs, the lower back. And then just shake out those arms all the way up to the sky, all the way back down, just releasing any remaining tension in that body. Deep breaths in and exhale it out. Great work. Reach up nice and tall, place your palm on the back of the other hand and just shaking it forwards and back. So we're just taking some pulses here, releasing the remaining tension that may be in those shoulders, finding a little bit more mobility in those shoulders, switching the hands over, and really finding that last little stretch. Take the hands back down. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Take care. See you soon.